Will Dick Grayson and his teammates be able to invade hell itself if it means rescuing the soul of an innocent young girl? Well, let's hop into the pages of Nightwing issue number 103 and find out together, shall we? So then, picking up directly from where the last issue left off, Nightwing and the rest of the Titans had decided to infiltrate hell itself to try and rescue the soul of Olivia Desmond from an unfair contract that her father, Blockbuster, had entered her into. In a fun bit of writing, Raven goes out of her way to create psychic blinders for the rest of her teammates so they won't feel the need to try and swoop on in and save the damn souls of hell, heroes being heroes and such. And I mean, really, if they're already being tortured here in hell right now, then saving them is probably above Nightwing and the others' pay grade. Now, as was alluded to at the end of the previous issue, Neron's inability to collect on a soul debt from a literal child has caused a real shakeup in the underworld. Lesser demons like Blaze now got a real chip on their shoulder and are trying to go for the crown, which Neron obviously can't let happen. Also, wow, Blaze, what a deep cut. This lady used to fight Superman and Shazam back in the day. In fact, she might be Shazam's daughter. I don't know if that continuity's still stuck or not. Blaze may have gotten her ass kicked, but the Titans know full well that she'll be a great asset to them in navigating hell. They know they can't trust her as far as they can throw her, but hey, you know what? She's mad at Neron and will be willing to do anything, even helping heroes, if it means getting one back over on him. The plan is still as simple as it ever was. Break into Neron's tower and try and find where he keeps backups on all of his soul contracts. In fact, as the heroes learn from the guards at the front gate, apparently Master Neron isn't even in hell anymore. They dealt this guy such a major blow to his ego, he's opted to go to Earth to try and deal with this problem personally. And by personally, I of course mean outsourcing the capture of Olivia Desmond to more supervillains who Neron has made soul pacts with in the past. And I mean, really, you don't become and stay the king of hell without learning to delegate, am I right? Nightwing and the others eventually make it to Neron's computer room. Yeah, apparently Neron, Master of Hell, actually keeps all of his files digitally. This is where Cyborg gets a chance to shine by hacking into Hell's computer system, and oh my god, have you seen this desktop? Look at how organized it is. So many icons. There's so much bloatware, so much malware. The computers are even trying to open internet browsers that haven't existed in years. By god, this truly is a place of suffering and torture. This is hell. It's while rooting around in Neron's most private of files, Nightwing actually ends up coming upon one hell of a revelation, and that is, who is Olivia's mother? We always knew Blockbuster was her dad, but turns out her mom was none other than Jezebel Jet. If that name sounds familiar to you, it should. Jezebel Jet was a former love interest of Batman who turned out to be a secret sleeper agent for the Black Glove Society. She's also currently deceased, with other Batman love interest Talia al Ghul having divorced Jezebel's head from the rest of her body. Yeah, Batman has himself a type, doesn't he? Now, where exactly is Olivia right now? Well, Starfire, Donna Troy, and Batgirl had actually taken her all the way to the Amazon island. There, the denizens of the Themyscira are actually helping Olivia learn to harness those amazing powers we saw her showcase at the end of the previous issue, so she'll be able to defend herself. And I gotta say, I like that. What a nice little character arc this character has been having. Sadly, though, this tropical Greek vacation ends up getting ruined by the reappearance of the Grinning Man, this time shape-shifting into the form of Wonder Woman, to try and get his win back over Olivia in the last issue. Remember, she kicked the crap out of him? Well, apparently this dude took that defeat at the hands of a child very seriously, and Grinning Man isn't alone either. He's also brought with him Dr. Polaris and Gorilla Grodd. Geez, who hasn't signed a deal with the devil? Have I signed a deal with the devil and just don't remember it? No, I couldn't possibly have signed a deal with the devil and still only become a C-list YouTuber. Now, back in hell, after finding the papers they were after, the rest of the team ends up exfiltrating, but Nightwing ends up staying behind as he's confronted by Neron himself. Dick says that the contract that Neron signed with Blockbuster for Olivia's soul isn't even worth the paper that it's printed on, and even him, with just his minor knowledge of the law, was able to void the paperwork as not both of Olivia's parents signed it. Instead, with the help of his sister Melinda, Nightwing was able to swoop on in and make himself Olivia's official legal guardian. Still though, Neron isn't ready to let any of this go just yet, and because of that, he does, well, what he's known for, making a deal. The ruler of hell says that if Nightwing turns over Olivia's soul, then he will give to Nightwing that which he has always secretly craved. The power to finally stand shoulder to shoulder with all of his super-powered friends and allies, to be more than just Nightwing, to be Superwing. Why, he even goes as far as to give him a little taste of what his potential future costume might look like. hey, he might be the devil, he might be evil, but boy does he have great fashion sense. And so that was Nightwing issue number 103, everybody, and thankfully I thought it was a much stronger installment in this series than the one that preceded it. The Titans' trip to hell was as fun as I hoped it would be, filled with a lot of fun jokes, as well as some deep cuts to the greater DC universe and its demonology. All the Titans who went along on the Hell mission felt useful, but also the spotlight is still very much pointed at Dick Grayson. This is his book after all. And you gotta appreciate in a story that's all about the devil and soul deals and contracts and everything that, of course, Dick Grayson himself would be tempted by the time all of this is said and done. Obviously, I don't think Dick would ever agree to a deal posed by Neron, but hey, it's fun to imagine, right? And I also get the distinct feeling that Superwing costume is going to be a fun alternate character skin in all the different DC games moving forward. I mean, look at it, it's just so well designed. Overall, I'd give this one another very solid 8 out of 10. Nightwing continues to please, and I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I ended up enjoying it.
Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cave Jewel, and if you're seeing me right now, that means you watched to the end of the video, which I am very appreciative of. It really helps drive engagement and retention and all that other good YouTube stuff. So does liking and commenting. Wink wink. If you like my content too, you should check out my Patreon page. We just redid all the tiers, so there's a ton of great rewards. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month, and well, it would just really help me out. It's never expected, but always appreciated. So until next time, everyone, I've been Cape Joel, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.